How are we living, boys? Today we're doing Eternal Hunger testing. Is it good third in the slot of basically Sterics? So we're going a standard build. We're going to do something like Bork, Black Cleaver, and then we will throw on Eternal Hunger just to see if it's going to fit the slot that people think it will. Most people aren't really building it first just yet. They're not really sold that, you know, 60 flat AED is enough for Bruiser Briar, but is going something like Bork with 40 AD and a damaging passive with attack speed. Going to be good enough to get you through. So basically we're just trying a pretty standard build. Bork by Cleaver, you've obviously played that a million times. I don't think that's unfair to say. And then usually after those two items you would get something like Sterics for Tenacity. And this is a more damaging version of that with less direct tankiness, right? No health, but it does come with Omnivamp after you got a kill and some flat Omnivamp too. So I'm definitely excited to see if this works. If there's an item called Endless Hunger that is not a Briar item, what's the point? What are we doing here? I will personally have to handle a Rioter at this rate. He is 3 camp ganking. My bot lane, as per usual, as I ping that enemy jungler is ganking them, steps up and goes for the dive. So it looks like we gotta hover this. Yeah. And we're done hovering that, so let's go back to our clear here. And what about a double kill for, you know, Zahen? Why not give him a double there? So that one is what it is. Yeah, ain't nothing you can do about it, man. There's basically, like, the simple game plan, rather, for when that happens is to realize that once you pinged, and you literally could not have been there. Like, I was on Wolves. I could not have made it to that, so why would I ever feel some sort of, like, negative emotion towards, like, you know, what they say about me, right? So, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been in a situation where that exact thing happens, and then your bot lane says, like, something like jungle diff. That right there is like a frame 1 mute to me. You will never speak to me ever again, and you need to abuse the mute button, I'm going to be honest. It is so insanely broken for saving mental, and this is League of Legends, one of the biggest mental games out there. On the plus side, we have really good damage right here. We can't kill him, but that's just a free flash. So that's really good. If Kassadin can be against a mage and get his flash, and then level 6 for free, the game ends. This guy might take the bait and go for the crab, so instead of me trying to get it, I'm just going to see if he will walk into this wall here for me. Thank you. Get 2 autos, then auto W2. Nice. Right there, that's just a little bit of planning diff where, like, a lot of you guys... So I have a refresh blue, by the way, so we know that he actually took blue. So he did 3 camps for 12 farm, and then he did 16 farm, and then 1 minion topside, so... we know that we can't steal his blue. It's Wolves or Gromp, which are level 1 camps. These are level 4 camps, so these are just worth more flat out. So you don't want to mess up your clear just to go take a camp from him, especially when your camps are worth more. But what were we talking about before that? It was something important, I remember. Yeah, I forgot to turn the music on. Nice. I was wondering why it sounded so weird. But yeah, I think we're talking about Kassadin. Yeah, Kassadin, if he can get level 6 for free and you burn enemy mid laners flash, he is having a perfect game. There's just that's all he wants. The champion is so easy to understand. Can I really do this? Let's do this. Sorry, that took a little bit longer in shop, but we have basically every stat that we need. 35 AD coming out of base. Now we just have more damage than he does on that Tiamat, and we have move speed and attack speed while being up the level, so we are definitely in a great spot to carry this one, I think. This is basically all you want out of jungle, and now he did another camp, right? He was 17, now he's 38, I mean 21 farm. So with that, we know that either he did his Raptors into that gank or his Krugs, more likely his Krugs, and then he'll either go to Dragon or his Raptors. You know, if you just think about his minimap, you close your eyes and you envision what his minimap looks like, that would basically be all of it. Like, you would see all of that. So you know that he has one of 2 options, this being the second option. His team is running at me, so I gotta make this one quick, because we are most definitely being chased So send the first kill ASAP. Little prediction on some of this here Victor movement. And just dealing some damage really doesn't matter too much. You do have the option here. Do you go for your Raptors, which is more consistent, or do you send the Dragon with no smite? I think I'm going to go even more greedy. There is a third line of play that is super aggressive, and we'll see how good it is. Do the Crab, get full health, and then go for a red buff invade. It depends on what you think he will do. Again, we're stepped up without a ward, so hopefully a little bit of communication like that can solve that one. I would like to fight him again in his jungle, because again, we are just up damage flat out. We don't know if this is warded. We assume it's not. Nothing yet. I'm okay with waiting a few seconds here. I feel like he would be here on spawn though. Try and send it. It feels on ward because Victor's not in lane. But I do have smite to make it work, and I do have smite advantage, which is even better. My smite is now 1000. Watch and see if their body language shows that they know I'm here. Yep. And he knows I just did that. He's pretty angry about it. He's pinging his mid laner. His mid laner's now walking to me. Not bad. Do we ult this? We definitely could. I can try. I don't like it, but I feel strong enough to try. Don't use your spells on the Raptors. Oh, thank you for bringing the fear in for me. Save your W for after that kill to try and kill Fiora. If you W during the ultimate, then you would you wouldn't be able to chase Fiora, right? You would have blasted the first kill, MF, and she would have died really quick. That is undeniable. But then following that, you have nothing to get Fiora. So sometimes you really have to think about your ultimates. Like, do I need to W to kill this person faster? Do I need to just use Q? Like, what amount of resource do I need to use to, you know, obtain this here kill and maybe even give me a chance for the second one? Pretty solid Briar basic there, I'd say. I need 300 gold to get my Bork. Now, you could stay bot to top clear here and just say, hey, I'm going to be off the map for a little bit. Or you can do this where you go protect your top side, because as you did Dragon, Zehen would likely go to Grub / your topside camps. And if you come this way, then you can actually catch him on it. And if he didn't have smite right there, you would have just stolen that and kept it moving. Sometimes I'll have smite, sometimes I won't. You can actually grab another turn here. Nice. And then you can go right to his camps. The only thing that you got to pray now is Ahri doesn't gank you with Victor follow-up. Because they do know that you would most likely stay here. You just killed their jungler in their jungle, and they know they have camps up because they're minimap. If they have that thing toggled on. Little greedy dealing damage to that blue there. Putting it low health with the bush right there, they could have had a chance to steal that. But so we're definitely good. Now Zehen could know that I didn't do my blue. And then, because when we fought, right, I didn't have a blue buff, I just got theirs. He could then go to my bot side camps, predicting or understanding that I did dragon to top side. Right, I couldn't have done a full clear with that timing. And then he could just go straight there. But we have that one river ward right here. I think I placed that, no lie. W me. It probably couldn't have been me. And that's defending the vision, right? It's defending the space, so we're pretty good. Plus, we just flat out see him, but it's a little bit of game stuff going on. All right. Play the Rune King. Start working on our Black Cleaver. And we're looking good. I've never seen Fiora support work, but man, I mean, they're kind of doing work bot lane. That first gank definitely tilted in their favor. Now right here, I can just clear all my camps and then go do my Raptors, and then I have basically a minute to do whatever I want, and all my camps are down. So that would basically give me like a top lane timer or a mid lane timer, or you could just accept that the Raptors are just a little bit too far and you could stay bot side if you really wanted to work a gank there. That is my pick, by the way. Saves the hen, did his Krugs to his Raptors now, so he has. So the likelihood of him being topside right now is about 75%, I'd say. The other 25% being him taking a random cheese play. So likely right here he was traveling to wolves, dealing damage to the wolves, and then going to his Gromp to gank top. Oh, it looks like we're starting to cook now. So we're going to predict the top lane gank, and we're going to try and fight him for it. We're going to sweep here. They don't know. Sweep here. Now we assume he's on Gromp, and we found him. Now their Victor hasn't started walking just yet. This guy's trying to fight, trade back a little bit, but the reality of it is his health is 0 and no flash. Nice. Let Briar break there. Confirm that he did, in fact, do his Gromp. At least get this guy's ult cooldown. He messed up the ult. That bleed deals 70 damage? I doubt it. Oh, bleed actually killed. Wow. Let's go, bleed. Nice. I did not expect bleed to kill there. So when you flash Auri Charm, she's going to ult, and then you just, you know, well, you actually kind of know from this range, from like here, you can't get over the wall, so he would have to ult flash and then do that. I think he tried to greed the second ult charge to save his flash, and that's actually what ultimately got him killed. So let's go. Now again, you could be more aggressive here and go crab to his red, or his camps in general. Looks like they're trying to just kill the wave. I don't want to show on that ward. Showing on wards for free is like not allowed. As a jungler, you're not allowed to do that. This guy's low enough health. I might be able to kill him on a burst. The hen should be going to Krugs and then Raptors. Check, make sure it's not warded. And send it. We got enough burst. Ain't nothing to it. They might not contest Dragon because they're down the mid lane and we're up. So it's like 1 for 1, but we're missing a AP Nunu support and they're missing a Victor mid. And I like doing this a little bit more, implying that it goes well. Ooh. Let's see. We have 1400 on the smite, so I'm not too worried about that. Get that. Bane should just be able to kite this out, no lie. Nice. Victor TP'd with Cassiopeia. We can definitely just dive him, no lie. Now if we miss. If we miss, it's a lot harder. I'm going to take an early tap E just to get out from under turret there. Because we need to abandon where we are right now. This is not where we want to be. I'm going to continue doing camps to get my Black Cleaver money and then try to recall for Ripto. And so basically what I did under turret, right, is I start the dive. If you start the dive as Briar, most of the time, if you're not just bursting them and getting out, full charging E is much worse because it makes you take a reduced damage turret shot and then a charged up next one. So overall, it ends up usually being more damage. Where, like, you know, if you just stay for that extra turret shot, it's most of the time not worth it. Unless you have a little bit of armor. Like, sometimes I can tip the bounce scale a little bit, but... Alright. Endless Hunger in 3,000 gold. Again, so, Tenacity option, 37 AD, 60 AD, and Omnivamp instead of health. So it's like a way more aggressive version to get Tenacity. Definitely looking for this as a more of a snowball option. Where, you know, when you're snowballing and you want Tenacity, you continue to deal damage, and that's just like a solid way to play. Oh, she didn't flash. Never mind. I thought she flashed. But yeah, so it's definitely going to be in builds for sure. Where, like, again, if you're snowballing, you want more damage, you want to keep just pushing your lead a little bit further at the risk of, hey, I don't want to be tanky. as much because I want to be able to hard carry my team or whatever reason you have. That would definitely be the thing. Nice. Huge. Do a little rift action here. Whatever, let's try it. No! Dude, Rift Herald definitely changes how fast it goes when you lose your momentum. I didn't know that. Oh shit. Yeah, we out of there. It's been so real, bro. Yeah, it lost so much more momentum. I wasn't ready for that. Take my driver's license for now, till I get it back. Yeah, I don't know who you're ganking. And again, its build path isn't bad. You can go a ton of the AD components. So I wouldn't be surprised if people build it with going pickaxe, double longsword, and then finish out. Right? At like 1400 gold. 1400 gold isn't so crazy to get. Enemies ahead's actually getting like kind of fed, no lie. He's on boots components 1 item, so he's still behind me for sure, but the boots kind of make the builds look a lot further than what they actually are. Like, these boots are expensive now. I don't really think I can take part in some of these fights very well. Someone at Riot let me have feet. True. Cassiopeia does have boots. And I'm a fan of that. I think that was a W decision. And I'm gonna help with the turret. I should probably do it later. We do need like 1,000 flat gold. I do want to be here for Dragonium, but I think I can ult to it and we can try and get a little bit of pressure here. Yes. He's gonna run wide down, but I'm a bit far for that wide down to hit. Nice! And the empowered recall catch, by the way. That was cool. Oh shit. That guy's quick. By the way, I did take green tree secondary. I know a lot of you guys have been talking about that a lot lately. Logan, can you do it? Briar, what elo are you? Emerald 3, bro. See if he wants to go duo, maybe we crank some games. I need a kill for my item. Bane's not hitting the wave. She's looking for the assassin job. That's my job, so we just switched it up on him. 175 gold to go. It's always good when someone like makes a joke like that. Just hit him with the question mark. The question mark speaks volumes. And one more. I don't know. I don't know. Feel like I'm only doing good because new season. What do you mean by that? Like new season? Made you better at the game? Made you care more? Dude, if he had Bork plus Dust on Ginsu's, we would one-shot Baron. But we've already learned that one-shotting Baron solo is not possible. Not gonna lie, this does not look like a hashtag we win these. Maybe we do. Yes, sir. I would most definitely beat this guy's ass, I'm pretty sure. I canceled W2? Nah, that has to be PBE Diff, I'm not gonna lie. Oh well. That's so bullshit though. On live servers, W2 starts, you cannot cancel it. So you can just take the tap E. You can just tap E there. Because you can't cancel the W2. And would you look at that? That guy dies, you're already tapping E, you're out that bitch. But yeah, I don't know. PBE is a little weird sometimes. That's okay. And if it's not PB's fault, damn, I did that E too early. Holy shit. My vein just died for the one. But you could see definitely in that fight, man, it, like, you get the Auri kill, and then you can literally fight Zehen with 2 items before we had 3, right? So that was, like, as close as our strength could have been, for sure. And the fight's not close, right? So you definitely point for that extra Omnivamp for sure. Guys, do the Baron. 18k health is crazy. It's up like 6,000. We definitely need like 1/3 person to make it pretty free. Their team did just get, was that 2,800 gold of shutdowns? So holy shit, man. A lot of money. This guy's almost 3rd item. Shutdowns are crazy. This guy can have, you know, I don't know, 17 KP to 9, 1 death to 9, and what would you look at that? Guys, where are we at? Where are my real ones? He might walk to the choke here. Oh, never mind. He's turning. Right, thank you. This fight is heavily them favored. If Nunu isn't starting a fight with Snowball on a burst, it's not good for us. I can fly over the wall at any time. No, I'm here. Holy one shot. Definitely get out of that for now. If I send it with no E, I'll insta-die. We have ult coming up, and we can actually just hit the turrets. So Nunu should come with me and try and zone them from getting back to base. This play is a little tough to pull off, but it's very easy. Let you just do that. Yes, sir! Bang! Nice. Nice. We kind of cleaned him up. Huge. Yeah, GG. That's definitely a FF moment. Not bad. Yeah, I wish we got more of a team fight. That game was too clean, though. My god. Honor enemy jungler, I guess? That game was too clean, not gonna lie. I now wonder if you could go for Endless Hunger second, but that feels bad. I feel like maybe there's a world that you go Titanic into it, but then you'd have like no flat. Well, you'd have health, and you'd have no armor pen, I guess. Maybe we try that. I don't know. But here's the numbers. We got 18k, 20k damage, a clean game, up 800, and revitalized value through the roof. But a lot of that healing isn't in fights and doesn't matter. Bone plating in jungle, I'm not really sold on. You could take like any of the other green runes and they'd probably work out. So overall, not bad. I don't know, man. I think I like it. It definitely will be an option. I just don't know where exactly it's going to fall. But, I mean, 60 AD, scaling ability haste, tenacity, omnivamp. It is everything but health. And some builds like Briar to have every health item. Some don't. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see this item played a good bit at least. Not gonna lie. Plus, it's canonical for Briar there. Nice. So, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace. Just kidding, the video's not over. Hey, maybe subscribe. Maybe like the video. Maybe comment. Comment, wow, Logan, I made it this far. I'm not very good at this just yet, but we're gonna do Titanic and Endless Hunger. See how that feels. See if the lack of armor pen actually matters. It definitely will against certain matchups with certain champs, but we can definitely see what happens with it. Last game was pretty much a masterclass of jungle Diff, so feeling pretty good about it. And I'm not going to lie, man, Raptor start is still just as cracked as can be. The faster you get your quest done, the better. If you get quest done, you just move so much faster, and that gets you a lot more damage. It's just super worth. Horde versus Udyr? I mean, I could just annoy the hell out of this guy and go for the fight, but okay. Like, I could just show up top lane, and that would ruin Udyr's game. He really wants to have a early advantage into Mord, and if I were to deny him that, then Mord would definitely be in a good spot, but it would put me really far behind. But Mord's actually in a terrible spot. This wave's pushing away from him. He can't fight, and Udyr's going to get level 2 soon and try and do the same thing on repeat. After denying me XP. Ooh, just kidding. It might actually push to more. His minions stacked up a ton, so they're going to focus fire really well. Not going to lie, I missed an auto here, 2 autos on here, and a weird W to red, so we might not clear before crab this game. Not gonna lie. So at least we can see what a Scuffed start looks like. Try and do everything in my power to save it, but yeah, dude, we're down like 400 damage here. Pray for a super greed. Alright, I greeted it as much as humanly possible. Oh, and then I dropped the W2. Auto Q auto. Now, this game, I'm not going to ward the fairies because I don't want them to know that I'm here. Right? If there's a ward here and no one else is in river, they can see people are in lane, then obviously, that was me. He's recalling right there, right? Like, there's no way he walked any further back or anything crazy at all. Got him. Now I'm questioning where Skarner's at. Try and throw some jukes in here on this bush, just in case he was standing there watching me. Take a really defensive kill on that crab that almost one-shots it. And not give him a chance to smite. And then, yeah, we just want to get out of there as fast as possible. Get back to our Raptor start. And again, man, this is all League is. It's just, you know, you got to build up your reps, bro. Right? You got to build up your reps. You got to build up your reps on how you understand the game. And once you realize that League games, if you do the same thing over and over again, you keep improving it, man, you'll have a pretty decent strat. I will say, as long, you know, you definitely want your strat to be default basic good, but outside of that, I mean, you know, if you take a decent strat and then you improve upon it, man, you'd be surprised just how far that'll take you. This guy's up a giant spelt on me, but I should be able to win this skirmish, not gonna lie. Especially if that happens. Skarner? This guy is going to blast damage, so I'm just going to instantly walk backwards here. And that Scryer will actually make him walk really, really, really far away. Like, he has to assume that I'm going to chase him And we just won't do that. We're going to save our own time and keep it moving. Why does this look weird? Why does this look weird? It doesn't look right. With people typing. Wait, is that the real Logan Jungle? See if someone else will say, who's that? Yeah! Dude, I can read my team's mind. Come on, man. Get level 6 real quick. Look at my E's, bro. You guys need to lock in. No Q on Morgana. I am what you call there. I'm not even going to use my Q on him until the time comes. Wow, this guy's got the flashes on him, and I miss my W like a noob. Next cooldowns, I can get a little freaky. Pray! Oh, long shot. It is what it is. Not gonna lie though, good for that Ezreal, man. He hit the he saved his cooldowns. I could have used mine a little bit faster, and maybe that would have added up to killing him. But yeah, good for him. The Briar YouTube. Join in on the joke a little bit. The thing about saying that is like true or not, people are gonna say it. I only have 1K hours in League? Is that... Dude, League players be like, damn, I only have 1K hours? I'm still a noob. And then people in shooting games are like, yeah, I have 600 hours. I'm the greatest player ever. Maybe not CS, but like, my god, man. People sink hours into League and don't even realize it. What's Skarner up to? There he is. 40 farm, so it's basically 2 full clears, right? 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 2 full clears with no crab, at least. Where your sum's at now. Oh, get the Jew. You have Titanic in base. It might just be worth it to leave. This game is definitely a lot more close. I gotta lock in a little bit. I feel like Skarner could be doing grubs here. I'm just gonna shoot a vision ult. Is what it is. If it hits, it chips. Oh, you can smite while flying in. Nice. You guys go ahead and pull this serrated Dirk to my Titanic. We'll see who wins it. 6, 7. Nice. Mortal lasts for 6 or 7 seconds after you see it, so. You are gone. Nice. Boom. I do want my camps, and I do kind of want Dragon. My bot lane is not having a good time. I'm not gonna lie though, the Endless Hunger will definitely work for Morgana Q. S tier? F tier fruit. Ezreal and Morgana could get a little crazy here. You do have to use your spin, bro. I think he forgot about spin. Tap E to slow her down, and then we kill. Don't use your W2. Your auto will surely kill. reset your auto attack with Titanic. Buffer W2 into his ult. And we should just have this one. I get Q. Nice. And this game is like the most solid example I can give you guys of if you play well with Titanic, you do not need a damage item first. If you see opportunities that, you know, you're like, damn, I have enough damage to influence that, and then you just keep pushing with good cooldown usage and really good auto tech resets, you don't need a first damage item, but you have to play as close to perfect as possible. Because if you mess up any rotations of spells or anything like that, you will miss out on so much damage. And it will get increasingly tough for you to find value. But we do have Endless Hunger second. The life is good. I'm definitely snowballing really hard this game. Now let's see if the armor pen matters. Now, they don't have armor yet. Oh, so close. He does get the kill. Nice. I do want this dragon. I think we're going to full clear down to it, and that will set me up to be pretty good. So right now, it's basically like we have Merc Treads, plus a little bit of damage, Omnivamp, and again, scaling with your bonus AD, you get more ability haste. So we have 15 ability haste, or 16 ability haste, just sitting. So comparable to Black Cleaver. Again, more flat AD and healing. So we're definitely doing pretty good. It seems like it could be pretty solid second, but we'll see how much the tenacity actually matters. And how much does lacking the armor pen matter? Do you go Black Cleaver third, too? All things worth wondering. Damn, I'm kind of locked. Just going to use no WQ. He used Black Shield, so he doesn't have it. He gets Q up in 1. Miss the tappy. He gets the stun. I can try and auto Titanic through Skarner to kill. Oh, shit. Good try, man. I don't know. Katarina's also coming. See how that felt. Ezreal's actually up, so we don't want to do this. Our mid is cranking plates. He is very happy with that interaction. Nice. If Rel was 1 frame away from turret there, I could have had some value and maybe killed Morgana with Titanic like we wanted to, but it just didn't pan out. They did get the dragon, that sucks, but we have completed Jungle Quest at 13 minutes, so we have a lot of good tempo here. We're like, this guy needs 11 more camps. We're running faster, getting more golden experience, and just doing everything that we want with 1400 smite. Bot lane is fighting non-stop. My god. Good for them. Alright. Nice. And again, this is all about multi-killing, right? When a champion that you damage within 3 seconds dies, gain Omnivamp for 8 seconds. So, that does include bleed, right? That counts as damage. So, if anyone dies with bleed on them, or 3 seconds after bleed procs last, you get a ton of healing. So, that's your time to kind of send it. Like, if you want to start fights off a little slow and then send it later, wouldn't blame you. 1 minute till Rift, so we're kind of chilling. Oh. But we're definitely kingdoming jungle right now. And again, when you get your jungle quest cleared, right, you clear faster, you move faster, you do everything faster. So just, if Skarner and I, by default, were to do the same amount of camps, I would already do it faster, and now it's only getting more fast. By the way, my god, Mord Kingdom there. Me going mid is likely the worst play. This is one that you guys probably make a ton, where you're like, I see the 80 carry alone, I need to punish him, but the odds are this 80 carry is never really alone. So you have to work a lot harder to get a kill mid rather than side lane. You can see how far you have to go, right? Like, I have to make it to their wolves just to kill that guy. Their support's topside? They're mid laner, so I'm just going to dip out. I can shoot a random one, basically covering that space, and then start the rift. If it hits, I'll go. Take everything before. Nice. We're not on to Udyr. We're going to try and angle our Tiamat or Titanic proc to hit him. I don't really feel the need to cancel just yet. Nice. Nice. Huge. Nice. Yeah, I wonder. Let's try it. Let's try and go like more of a healing build here. Right? We have Titanic to get us through, and then healing. That should work. Again, they're not building the armor that I thought they would. He's going the Hard Steel Titanic build to deal a lot of damage, but he should have plated steel caps. Udyr likely won't go armor till 3rd item because he's against Mordekaiser, so Mord does magic damage. Katarina already locked her boots, and Ezreal would get Frozen Heart 3rd, but he needs to get Manamune 2nd, so he's got time. And Morgana's not going for Zhonya's yet. She went for anti-heal for me, and not Zhonya's first, so they're kind of building items they want, not items they need. That's okay. Hey, man, happily, I'll take that. This AD carry that's been cooking the whole game, actually playing insanely well, is just currently at the point of, hey, you're an AD carry, and I'm fed Briar. Where, like, again, that guy's played super well. I wouldn't be surprised if that guy's, like, minimum masters, but... We do want this dragon, but again, we're going to prioritize killing these little enemy jungler camps. Oh my god, we got the Raptor. The drive-by Raptor give. Nice. Kind of cooking, yeah? Rift for tier 2 and then go to dragon? Yeah, and this, I don't know, this video is like, hey man, yeah, jungle's surely going to be weak next season, guys, for sure. As I run faster, get higher level and experience gold, and yeah, man, for sure. And they're like, but Logan, you don't get 2 more levels. Yeah, I don't think I need it. Kind of chilling. Kind of zooming at the speed of fucking sound, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe that whole, like, cap shit that, jungle won't be strong next season. It's like, guys, you, like, it's a criminally, like, uninformed take to think that jungle will be weak next season because it didn't get the massive, buffs that other things did. Like, it just got a satisfactory buff. But the reality is that, like, jungle has been the best role for climbing. And it's been, like, here's everything else. So now everything else is, like, here, and then jungle went up a little bit. So it's, like, still the best, guys. What are we talking about? Jungle's OP. So, yeah, I don't know, man. People love thinking that they're the victim, and that's why their role is weak and everything else is strong, because that helps them come to terms with the fact that when they don't carry a game because level 18 set or level 20 set just beat their ass. And, you know, roles gotta have identity. You guys realize that. Like raid boss top laner makes sense, right? You want to be a raid boss? Go there. And jungler isn't raid boss, gank, AP mage, AD, assassin, bruiser, support, right? Like jungle does it all. So yeah, man, I don't really buy the shit. Seems a bit uninformed about, like, the strength of jungle previously to now. And like that's not to say that sometimes I won't lose games because the top laner's level 20, but it just doesn't change the fact that my role is still objectively strong as hell because it's the X factor, bro. It is the role that makes my top laner 30-0. It is, like, I mean, so on and so forth. GG. Look at that guy. You guy's a badass. Well, while loving the videos, now you get to be in one. And you played well. Yeah. That game felt a little bit better. Not gonna lie, their 80 carry quit after the last time I killed him, but there you guys go. 24k damage. Up double his gold in jungle. Once jungle gets going, man, you get going fast. Standard runes ain't nothing to it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Obviously this item by default is good. Will it be better? More testing, man. I've played maybe 10 games with it. Okay? Do you know how many games I have with Titanic? Right? In the thousands. So, it's going to take a little while, but I will say my Sundered Sky opening combo on Katarina there was pretty good. And she wasn't weak. Like, I am just a snowballing jungler in a pretty decent scenario there. So, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace, man. Peace.